developing breeds of excellence.
Good everyone, welcome to another wonderful edition of the Sorry Eagles Talk Show. We don't just care about your mental health, we also care about your physical well-being. That's why the theme is physical fitness and mental well-being. With me here to do justice to this topic is Mr.
Your Bamson IC, Emmanuel.
So can you tell us a little about yourself?
Okay. I stay in Jos, Plateau State. I am married with one daughter. I work with a ministry called Sport Friends. We use the platform of sport to reach out to young people, to teach them morals on how to play soccer differently from the way the secular world plays soccer. It's a Christian organization, and we also use the sport for peacekeeping and to reach out to the vulnerable. That's what I do. I'm a life coach.
A life coach. Yeah. That's very wonderful, sir.
Thank you.
So, our topic is physical fitness and mental well-being. So, before we start, we need to understand certain things. So, please, can you explain the term physical fitness?
So, as the words imply, physical, it is something that has to be done in the face of everybody, that you do it physically for everybody to see. So I will say physical fitness, it's an ability for one to be able to do a task within a short period of time with ease, without any burden on him. He will just do it as if he's just eating his normal meal. So that's how I would say is physical fitness.
So physical fitness is the ability to accomplish a task without stress or rigor.
Yes.
Without having problems here and there.
Very true.
So, sir, what is the relationship between this physical fitness and our mental health?
So if you are not physically fit, it will affect you mentally. They work together. So you need to be physically fit to be able to accumulate and to carry everything that is in you. If not, what is in you will outshine or be burden to the physical body. I give you an example. For somebody that is chubby, if he's not physically fit, the weight he has will affect his structure. So he needs to be physically fit to be able to hold the weight he's having.
So the state of my body could affect the state of my brain.
Very true.
So my hands not being physically fit could result in my brain
not functioning well.
That's something. So when the hand is sick, the head is sick. No longer when the head is sick, the hand is sick.
Yeah.
Wow. So physical fitness does play a role in my own mental well-being.
Very true.
All right, sir. So how does physical activities that we do affect our mental health? How does it affect our? We have seen that it's related to our mental health. Yes, it cannot be put aside when we're talking about our mental health. So how do these physical activities that we do affect our mental health?
Okay. For example, the morning jogging that one every day goes out to do, it refreshes your body to be focused for the activities that you'll be having in the day. Not necessarily going out. In your room, you might wake up early in the morning to have a little stretch, a little press up, line bombing, and other activities in the house. It will make your heart ready for the tasks you have in the day. So when you just wake up without doing anything, believe me, if others will testify, they will not perform very well in their place of work. But when you do a little physical fitness, it gives you strength, it gives you mobility to do a lot of things within a twinkle of an eye in your working places without stress. So it helps you to be focused, to be able to achieve what you want to do for that day.
So if I get up in the morning, I shouldn't just step out.
You should not. You need to do little stretch. You see, sometimes you will see our parents when they wake up, you will see they will just that's physical activity.
That's physical activity.
So that you will stretch the muscle so that you will not just have injury when going out. You get? So why do they do that? Why don't just wake up and just start moving? So you need to make the body relax,
stretch the muscles,
so that everything will just flow. It will just flow without stress.
And sometimes I will get up from the bed and I'm tired. I just woke up from resting and I'm tired. And if I don't do anything about that, the day will be ruined. So I think physical fitness will be necessary for me every day.
Very well.
When I wake up.
Very well.
So what sort of exercise, which sort of activity do I take?
So, like when you wake up in the morning, and physical fitness is deliberate. You need to make it to be a deliberate thing that you want to imbibe. Wake up in the morning, stretch so that the muscle will relax. If you have little space, even not even big space, just within your room, just they sit up, there's pumping, press up, just little things like that, jumping jack, you understand? Just little activities. I wish I can just stand up in my attire to just do some of them that I'm just mentioning.
Yes.
Well, it's easy for us. Just stretch, and before you know, every day you keep doing that, you keep doing it, before you know, it becomes part of you. Little trekking that you do is also physical fitness.
So I should not just always enter the car or board
Yeah.
the cycle.
So thank God for what is happening in Nigeria now.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. The hike in price of fuel will help us now to go into physical fitness.
Yeah,
so that little places that we need to walk,
yes,
we want to spend money to enter keke or taxi. So you can just stretch. You're stressed. You're getting your physical fitness on that. Yes.
I'm getting physical fitness and saving my money.
Yeah, and you're saving your money at the same time.
Well, sir, this physical fitness, is it necessary to achieve my life goals?
It is. What is it that you do in this life that does not bound onto physical fitness? How long do you stay in the office sitting down? How long? Somebody will go from 8 till 9.
I enter this car going.
He enter his car, go. He enter and come. So he doesn't have time to even do this physical fitness. So if he don't change to do physical fitness, he will break down someday. You see, sometimes you hear somebody just slump and die. It's because you don't regularly have physical fitness to keep the blood in circulation and the heart to pump as it is required. So you see, without that, you cannot be able to achieve life goals. So you need to make your body, as I earlier said, that anything that you will do, you need to be physically fit. If you are not fit, you cannot be able to achieve what you have set to achieve in life. So if you are not well, if you are not physically fit, the dead cannot do what you are doing. Believe me, once you just fall down dead now, somebody will take up your work immediately. So you need to be physically fit so that you can achieve what you want to achieve in life.
So someone has to squeeze out time despite his tight schedule in work.
Yes.
And find how to get physical
10, 15 minutes is okay for you. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, gradually you will be.
So I don't know how to do it for hours.
You don't need to do it for hours. You don't need to do it for hours. You just need to get yourself get yourself educated with what kind of exercise should I be doing so that I'll keep myself physically fit. Because the younger ones, you cannot compare the fitness or physical fitness that you'll be giving the younger one to somebody who is aged.
Yeah.
So there are different category
Yeah.
in which one needs to go into it. Games, they are also physical fitness. Yes.
What
They are
sort
also
of games?
physical fitness. Go to badminton,
Okay.
table tennis, football, basketball, volleyball. They are all encompasses into physical fitness.
And they're also enjoyable.
Yeah.
I should
You
say.
enjoy yourself and you help yourself with fitness.
Okay, sir. My next question is that can physical fitness only be linked to exercise, or is there more to it? Is it a broad space, or is it just exercise and only exercise?
So we cannot just limit it just to exercise alone. It encompasses a lot of things. Resting is also physical fitness. Because you cannot continue to just be doing physical fitness without rest. Eating, the nutrition, the food we eat is also into physical fitness. You cannot tell me to go into physical fitness because I want to reduce weight. Then after the exercise, I'll just go out, get myself with pounded yam, with egg, and all this. No. So you will need to get a diet to complement the physical fitness you are doing onto what you want to achieve. All right? Onto what you want to achieve. You know, physical fitness can be into the benefits are enormous. There are many. Some do physical fitness to reduce their body weight. So you cannot say you want to reduce your weight and not combine
with diet.
That
That is very common in Nigeria. You will see someone that I know of a woman. You will see her doing exercise from the junction of to her house, and yet you say, this woman is not reduced. If you see when she wants to eat chicken, when she wants to eat her food, you say, Kai. Like there was a day I entered into their house. I said, Kai. When I perceive the aroma of the soup, I say, this soup is loaded. And by the time she eats that, no matter how much hours she spends jogging, it's gone.
She will not reduce. So it works hand in hand. So physical fitness does not just goes to physical exercise alone, but diet, resting, and also getting good educational guide on what kind of exercise should go for this and for what am I doing it. You get.
So, sir, how can I determine my physical fitness level?
Okay, so you can do that by the daily activities you do. By one, okay, this is what I have been doing, the consistent things I have been doing. You try to measure it by how long have I stayed on this. Take, for example, if you're doing press up for maybe 10, then gradually you go to 20, 30, 50, 60, and you're not even feeling as if you've done anything. So by that, you know that you are progressing.
So my endurance level going up is a sign.
Yes, it's a sign that you're doing well. Again, you will have a teacher that maybe you report to or get instruction of what to be doing. He can also assess and say, yes, you are doing well and you are progressing. So by doing that, I think you will know the level at which you are. For example, if you don't used to trek before for a long distance and you find yourself that you're trekking for maybe quite about a kilometer than the way you used to do it before, you know that you're progressing. And you know that the level at which you are,
it was not how you were before.
You were before. So you will know.
So my current level in taking out daily exercises, in what I do, in my level of thinking, the way I eat, the kind of foods I eat
Yeah.
is part of the way to measure my physical fitness level. So
Very
if
true.
perhaps I eat 1 pound of apple
Mhm.
before, and now I can eat half
Very
and not
good.
feel hungry,
Yeah. So you know that your body
it's adjusting.
adjusting to what you want. Maybe you probably want to do that to stop eating. There are some that even with the physical fitness, they don't mind. They eat a lot because they're not mindful of what the weight they want to add. But there are some that you will see they're doing it, but they're also reducing the level at which they eat. It adjusts your body to what you want.
It adjusts my body to what I want.
Yes.
So what are the negative habits that can limit one's physical well-being?
Okay. So some of the negative things we do is maybe I want to start procrastination. I want to start, but I will not start. Just staying where you are. You're not doing anything will affect. Or maybe you said you want to, you were doing it before and you stop. That is what physical fitness don't want. I tell you, the day you want to go back to it, you'll feel the pain that initially you did not even feel it. Because your body now is stiff to what it used to do before. So it will not help.
So procrastination is one of it.
Yes,
Going
procrastination
back,
is one
you know,
of it.
sometimes people go back because they see that it's not accomplishing what they want. You know, if I supposing want to reduce my weight to, let me say, 40 kg or 40 pounds, and then I take your advice and I carry out exercises for 1 week, 2 weeks, and you know the African man, he wants to see results immediately, and those results don't come. It tends to make people go back. And this is part of the habits that make us
Want to stop.
physical fitness.
So one of the things that you will need to understand is we talked about physical fitness is not just what you need to be doing. Like in the case you said you want to reduce your weight. How do you eat? What are the diets you eat? You need to combine them. Are you disciplined in following all this has been given to you by your instructor, that the dietitian, what she gave you or he gave you to be eating, to be combining with the instruction the physical fitness instructor is giving you to complement each other? Have you been following it diligently? If you are not, then you will not get result. And our body system differs. Some you will see they will just take 1 week and the results show up. Somebody will not be like that. It will take maybe 1 month, 2 months, because our body system is different. The way it adjusts is differently. So we need to be patient and continually do the routine of what was given to us by our instructor.
So the lack of discipline,
Yes,
procrastination,
very good.
lack of patience, and wrong comparison
Very true.
between individual. Maybe your friend
Yeah,
does it in
just
1 week,
and he got result.
perhaps his body. You know, some people are natural athletes. Probably his body is entwined that way. While me, maybe I'm not a natural athlete. My body is not entwined that way. And yet, I see that because Tolu got it in 1 week. If I don't get it in 1 week, well, so those are part of the negative answer. Well, sir, how can the increase of illness in our world today be linked to the lack of physical fitness?
Okay. Many a times, some of the sicknesses we have, everybody, permit me to say, everybody is not healthy and everybody is healthy.
How?
Yeah. So it depends on what you do. An athlete or anybody that is physically fit, you will hardly see him fall sick. Because there are sicknesses that are in us that we can drive them away from our physical exercise that we take every day. Somebody was telling me that malaria, when you hit it very well, like you jog, you do take a lot of water, and you don't just stay in one place. Is it the virus? Is it the bacteria? That it will, the heat that you generate from your body from physical fitness, it will vanish. I don't know how true it is, but I tell you, I can't remember last time I go to the hospital to say I am sick, because I train regularly. And ask anybody who trains regularly, they hardly fall sick. So to some extent, lack of fitness, lack of physical fitness, or our involvement in it can generate a lot of sicknesses in us. And you know, sickness is as if it's linked, they are brothers and sisters to other sicknesses.
Yeah.
Once you fall down with
The immunity will be
malaria,
down.
the immune system will be down, and you will find yourself with another sickness again. And from there, you will find out another one will come up again, as if they keep inviting themselves and they keep coming. I don't know. I wish I am a medical personnel to give you more details on how sicknesses can generate from not involving yourself in physical fitness.
I think there's a glaring example in the world.
Okay.
I'll pick the example of US and China. The fitness level of China, Japan, those Asian countries are definitely higher than that of the US. And you know the level of obesity.
Harder than in US.
Yes, and if you see the level, the types of if you watch the type of sicknesses that are there, you will see everyone with stash of medicine, drugs to take. And I think that physical fitness affects that, because their lifestyle there seems to be that of relax, no stress, compared with that of China. I was watching some video, even the water they take, warm water, Chinese take warm water, compared with that of America, soft drink every time. And their diet there also is very, very bad. Yes, very, very bad compared with that of China. So the way we take our physical fitness serious also determines how good our health is. Always, sir, can sleep be a way to maintain our physical fitness?
Yeah, so earlier on we said physical fitness is not just about going for exercise. You need also to rest. So sleeping is also part of physical fitness. As health will recommend, we say an adult needs at least 8 hours of sleep every day, so that you will rest. And when you wake up, you will be stronger than the way you were. So you see, sleeping also is important in physical fitness.
But if I'm not able to get 8 hours of sleep,
you need to make it a habit. You need to create it so that you'll be able to do it. There's no work that will give you the satisfaction you need than resting. So you need to rest so that you will be able to achieve your goal.
Do I need to get those 8 hours straight, or could I break it?
No, you cannot break it. You need to get it at a stretch. Not 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon, later in the evening, you get the 4 hours. That's not 8 hours. 8 hours at stretch to rest. To rest. And you must take it serious, and you must be deliberate about it. If not,
but sometimes, according to the way our culture is, they say you sleep too much, you're lazy. But perhaps now, if I start taking, I must sleep 8 hours. and everyone's looking at me. Instead of waking up early to go to work, yes, you say I want to sleep 8 hours.
So-
How do I adjust to such?
So you make it a duty to say, probably you go to work by 8 and you come back by 4. So 2 hours to maybe do 1 or 2 things in the house or within, outside, hang out with friends. 6, you are back. 7, at most, you've taken your dinner. 8, 8:30, 9. Why not? You go to bed to rest. Sleep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 hours. You've gotten it. And you wake up early to do a lot of things before you start up your day.
You know, we are talking to youth here, and you know, in the night, network is better in the night.
Yeah.
Network is better in the night.
Very
And there's,
true.
there's light in the night.
Very true.
You know, that's for many youths, that's the working hours, you know.
Ah.
So how do they adjust? How do they change their lifestyle?
They need to just adjust. Night is meant for resting, not for work. So those mentality that we will say it's in the night I achieve what I want to achieve, you are affecting yourself. It's affecting you. It's affecting you in the sense that if you don't get that 8 hours of rest, of sleeping, if you go to your work, you find out that a lot of people will not be able to do anything reasonable. They won't be productive.
They will lack focus.
Some of them will be sleeping at those time of work because what you were not able to give or to get in the night,
You must give back.
you will give back in the morning or in the afternoon. So you must just try your possible best to see how you will rest. It is not true that it's all the night that you have a good quality network or the light.
Well,
There are some days that in the morning you get it.
yeah.
In the afternoon you get it. In the night it just fluctuates on and off. Someday you will not even get it throughout. So you must not kill yourself that you want to achieve everything at a moment. You cannot get it at all times. So you need to rest. That's my advice to the young people. You just need to rest. Rest. 8 hours of sleep. And you will wake up like a giant,
Ready to conquer.
ready to fight any giant on your way. Giant of work, giant of human being, giant of challenge that you conquer.
So I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
Don't stay all through the night pressing your phone.
Yes.
You need to rest.
Uh-huh.
But someone might say, okay, if he's someone pressing his phone, someone chatting, he's not doing an important something. But a student that reads in the night, should he stop reading in the night? Some people say they understand better at night. Should he cut his sleep to read, or should he stop reading because he wants to sleep?
So I remember those days when I was back in university. We used to call what is called TDB. We read till daybreak. But permit me to say it affected us in some ways. It was good. We were reading. But at point, it affected us. There's time for everything. There's time for everything. What happens to immediately after lecture? You rest, come back with your friends, do little review of what was taught in the class. But we don't do that.
Most students don't do that.
We don't. So that is what is affecting us. We lack planning. When we plan, we will achieve good result. But you compile everything, you say, tomorrow. I tell you, all the times that some of them that they are saying they understand better in the night is because they accumulate a lot of things and they just start to read rush work. Yes, they will understand in the night. They will. But I tell you, it's not going to be lasting like the one when lectures finish, you gather yourself together, you go through it and you read, it stick more than the one you allow it to compile. So just plan your time, plan the way you read. I don't read those days when I get to understand that I was punishing myself. So immediately after lecture, we go to eat, we go to the library with friends, we read, we share ideas, we go back, we sleep. Tomorrow, can we remember what we did yesterday? We just summarize again, and that's how we keep records of what we've been doing. And during exam, test, we just go back to those things and refresh, and that is how we do it. And God is helping us. And
even when I wrote my WAEC, because of health reasons, I knew I learned not to read in the night. I read ahead. I could remember the day of physics. I came to school. Everyone was saying, I did not sleep this night. I said, hey, you did not sleep? I have read my textbook more than 2 times, long before the exam, because I know the night reading does not work for me. If I start, I will sleep off. So I learned how to read ahead of time. So you two there, listen. Reading under duress enters the short-term memory. But if you read ahead of time, it sticks. And I think that's one of the problems of our education system. We just read to pass exams.
Very true.
Instead of reading to learn. So I think if we take that advice you gave, read just after the lecture, you will understand better. It will stick to the long-term memory. So when the time for exam comes, you will get the rest. And I think that's the period we need the rest more, because your brain is going to work in the exam hall. And if we stress it in the night and stress it in the hall, and that's why some students faint in the hall.
So permit me to also say this further, that even if you want to read in the night, like you rightly said, earlier said, that some prefer to read at night because they said they understand better in the night. So if you read throughout the night, make sure it is not when you are closer to the exam period, because you might end up not even writing the exam.
You might write it on the hospital bed.
You'll be sleeping in your room.
And the time of the exam.
And the time of exam will come and pass.
I remember such a story.
Yes, we heard of many people that read throughout the night, and they say they just want to nap a little bit so that they will wake up and catch up with the exam.
And their mates will come back and beat them and say, you have not gone.
Yeah. So,
all right, sir. Sir, what are the best ways to handle stress, anxiety, and depression through physical fitness?
So, part of what you will be doing to be able to curtail all this stress, anxiety, is to go into physical fitness, that you find fun in doing them.
Fun.
Like go to football. If you're a footballer, it's a therapy for you to be able to fight stress and anxiety. You will have fun in it, and it will ease out those anxiety. Physical fitness is a medicine to these issues. Go to where they play volleyball, basketball, any games, music. You know, music is also physical fitness. There's aerobic, where they dance and do a lot of things. You're listening to music, you're dancing to it, and it's adding to your fitness. So there's relationship to that also.
Wow, music. I myself, anytime I feel mentally stressed, what I usually do is I just take a walk. And the moment, and you might be thinking, I might be thinking about the matter, but as I'm walking, something will distract me. And my mind is gone from that matter. I'm thinking, I may come back laughing because I will see something.
So imagine adding music to it. and you're just walking
Okay.
and listening to music, your mind will now go into the music. And maybe there will be wordings in the music that will take off
Yeah.
all those worries that you were having. And before you know, there's nothing again. Until maybe you come back again to say, what was I even thinking about?
And
So
I think many youths need to get this message of getting physical fitness to remove depression, because we live in a world that is more people are getting depressed.
You know, it's not just because you want to have physical fitness. You know, it gives you opportunity to mingle with other people, to make friends, to socialize. And you staying alone will add up to your stress. But going out to meet other young people, to play together, before you know it, those things that you were thinking about will vanish.
And
Without
you might
even
meet
you,
someone that will explain
without even you expressing it to
Yes.
somebody, just hanging around playing, before you know, you've forgotten about it. And that will also give you opportunity to meet somebody to say, this is what I am going through. How can I get help? What should I do so that this thing will not occur again? But you staying alone, how will you get that? You will not. You only dig more and die than getting solution of you staying alone.
I can imagine a young man that is depressed coming to you now, probably, and you already have a ministry that is reaching out through sports.
Yes.
And perhaps he says something and you pick on it, and then you help him solve his problem. Well, physical fitness through sports can help depression.
Yeah.
So don't just sit down there. And you know, many of our youths feel that when you sit down there, you don't want to share your problem with anybody. If you feel it's going to be hard to share your problem with anybody, just mingle with people. You must not share your problem, but that physical fitness activity can help solve your problem. You never know. So please, what could possibly degrade my mental health status? Because we have just seen anxiety, depression. What could lead to that degradation of my mental health status?
So, your inability to do a lot of things in terms of physical fitness make you go downward. Permit me to say that. Downward in the sense that you will not be thinking of how to make it in life, what to achieve, but you'll be thinking negatively on things that are not even relevant to your life. So by doing that, you will be going down in your thinking, in your ability to be productive. But I tell you, when you have yourself be actively and activities that is engaging in physical fitness, it will promote a lot of things. It will make you think a lot on things that will make your life better off than you just staying and doing nothing about physical fitness. I don't know if I wasn't able to.
I understand it in such a way that physical fitness tends to set goals.
It tends to set goals.
And it emphasizes on discipline.
Yes.
So it tends to pattern your life to have goals and discipline.
Very true.
So if I stay away, if I'm not someone that has discipline, and I tend to stay away from something that will give me discipline, if I was a procrastinator of just a day, I'll move down to a week.
Yeah.
And if I still remain there in that week and I don't go to someone that will pull me through and hold me together and discipline
you go to
a month,
and before you know,
my life is gone.
Yeah. I will say that an idle man is the devil's workshop. So if you don't engage yourself in physical fitness, you will start thinking of another alternative. Things will just come up. You will just be moving in your mind, in your brain, do this, do that, do this, do that, and before you know, you find yourself in trap, and the devil will make use of you. Before you know, you start burgling house. Before you know, you start burgling phone. You start picking pockets. Before you know,
You will improve to Yahoo.
all those things. And before you know, you end up in the cell.
So, if I get this right, one way to curtail the evil currently and the problems in our youth today in Nigeria will be introducing physical fitness to them.
Very true. If you are actively in physical fitness, you will know that, permit me to say that physical fitness, people earn money with it now.
Yeah.
It's a source of income, source of employment to many. Take, for example, somebody that is into soccer. Soccer is hot cake now. Football. If you know how to play football very well, there are a lot of clubs that are ready to sign people. It's just that we need to get the right people that will push us, push the young people to get connected with these teams so that they start playing and people will be watching while you will be paid.
A young person will set a goal that he wants to be paid through what he do or does in sport, in physical fitness. There will be nobody. There will be idle. Just find where you fit into and get yourself involved. Stick to it and stick to it and be committed to it. So now, many people find it difficult to start something. Because if you are not someone that is disciplined, it's going to be difficult to achieve discipline. So how can I obtain this physical fitness and how will I sustain it? Yeah. So I will advise you start little, make it a goal in your heart that you want to start. Believe in yourself. Say, I want to go into this for my health benefit. For my health benefit. Just start by workout. Just walk. Just walk. Take a stroll. Okay, I want to go to this point. Set the point that you want to meet, you want to reach. Daily. First day, just start. Second day, you remain there. Then third day, maybe extend a little bit. Just by walk, you will start seeing yourself doing that. If you're a lover of any sport, introduce yourself to any team around or any club that does what you want. And just say you want to start. Don't just stay in your house and say you will just be doing it alone. There are a lot of places where you can get physical fitness. Just identify with it and get yourself involved. And before you know, you will become a master of it. And a lot of people will start also want to get advice on how also to start. So I should just start. Just start. So I should not just, if I want to lift, maybe to take weightlifting, I should not go for 50. Yeah, just start with little. Just little by little. In fact, you just even start by raising it. Just start by going to watch. Okay. Get lectures. How do they do it? Start by clearing the place where those people that are senior are doing. Yeah. So that you want to get knowledge on how it is done. You've never done it. So gradually, from sweeping the place, you start bringing the equipment. From bringing the equipment, they'll say, can you just try this little one? Before you know, you start. And you will grow in it. And if God make it to be where you want to get your employment, you start seeing in the television, carrying, maybe I'll become a boy. Aha! You see, that's it.
Wow. That is wonderful.
So finally, what is the role of nutrition in our physical fitness and our mental health? We earlier said this, that nutrition is part of physical fitness. For somebody that wants to lose his weight, you cannot do just the physical exercise without the nutrition. So you must get a professional in that aspect to give you what you will be eating for the physical fitness you are even doing. If I'm just doing it for my body to be flexible, I can eat anything. You think I can just eat anything? No. You must get what you will eat to sustain you so that you will be physically flexible to your work. For everything you do, you will need a professional in that line to give you the breakdown of what you will be eating. Because we just eat anything, one man won't survive. That's what we say. But it is wrong. All these green leaf we have around, they're good for us. But how to apply it, we need professionals to help us do that. Anything we just eat maybe one line of.
I'll say we are very guilty of that.
We just eat one line.
Eat swallow in the night.
We just eat one line. We don't eat the balanced diet. What am I supposed to eat in the morning? As little as it is, you eat it in the afternoon, in the night, you rotate. And before you know, you get your balanced diet. So nutrition is key also in physical fitness.
For some of these foods are not enjoyable.
You just need to. There is nothing that is enjoyable. You don't know? Even the physical fitness is not enjoyable. But we force ourselves to enjoy it. You force yourself to enjoy it. Forcing yourself in the sense that in the early stage, you will not like it. But before you know, gradually at the process on it, before you know, you will not skip a beat without having a physical fitness.
Some of them are not affordable.
So the locally made ones that we have locally. Just as I said, we need to get a professional to guide us. We might not reach to the point where we'll get those expensive ones, but I tell you, in our local environment, there are local ones that we can get and will give us the same required result.
So someone that always loves the fried food, let me say fried sweet potato, could switch to porridge sweet potato.
Very true.
Someone that eats his rice plain could add cabbage to it. Kalebu.
They are all also good for the body.
So I must not go and get that expensive watermelon or pineapple juice and blend it and take it with banana and say, yeah, I'm getting this cat. I could start small. Start growing. Good. And I should discipline myself
On it. As we earlier said. Discipline is the key word, and we must be deliberate about it.
discipline, deliberate, don't procrastinate, be patient.
That's true.
So your final words regarding the physical health and mental health.
If you're not physically fit, you cannot be able to achieve anything in this life because it is only the living that can live to do or to achieve what he has planned for his life. So I invite us all to be physically fit, start small, grow in it, and the sky will not just be your limit, but also starting from. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, which sport could I engage in?
Yeah, which one do you love?
Well, I do love combat.
I can see your muscles on that. So it's also good. Get yourself in a club that does that and get started. And we'll start cashing out with you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you all for watching. This is a wonderful episode of Sorry Eagles. We don't just care about your mental health. We don't just care about your emotions and all that. We also care about your body, your bodily state. You need to look good. You need to look well. When you walk out, your mental capacity will increase. Don't wait till exam starts to start reading. you can go ahead. You learn to be disciplined. Physical fitness helps you in discipline, fitness, and well-being. So take our advice. Go for a walk. Start small. The sky will be the starting point. Thank you very much.